So kia ora from New Zealand, Aotearoa, and Merry Kirihimiti, or Merry Christmas. So how do we celebrate Christmas in my country? Well, we go to the beach and we play beach cricket, have a barbecue, and enjoy the sun. And traditional food we make, well, it's sausages or shrimp on the barbecue. And what's so exciting is that I get to be with my family over Christmas time as we enjoy the summer.
Hi, I am Ilene Winokur and I am in Kuwait. As you can sort of see, the desert behind me has a lot of blooms. Our desert really doesn't have that many blooms. But because I'm in Kuwait, I personally don't celebrate Christmas. I am Muslim. But there are many Christians in Kuwait and many churches in Kuwait, different faiths. And so they do celebrate Christmas. We have lots of Christmas bazaars where you can buy Christmas ornaments and gifts for family and friends, because I do have friends who celebrate Christmas. And so you can see the presents. And as for New Year's, well, I don't celebrate it, but when my children were younger, before they moved away, I was able to celebrate with them. And we have a tradition in my family that at midnight, wherever we were, we would open the windows and bang on pots and pans. As far as I know, that's a very old tradition, not necessarily American where I grew up, but it was something that we did, and I carried on that tradition here in Kuwait with the kids. And we disturbed all our neighbors, but they were all awake anyway. Kuwait used to have fireworks. I don't know if they'll have fireworks this year because of COVID, but as you can see, the sticker with the fireworks going on, sometimes we do have fireworks. And as far as special foods, I don't really remember any special foods, but we used to have sparkling juice, bubbly juice, and we would have snacks and enjoy listening to the radio and the music. Again, when my children are younger. Now I'm kind of here with my husband and we don't really do too much. But there are people who do celebrate both holidays here, and we do have the day off the next day. So happy holidays to everybody, wherever you are in the world.
Hi,
I'm Joen.
I'm Yuto.
I'm Anna.
We are from Japan.
We are 13 years old.
We are in the 7th grade.
We don't celebrate Christmas in Japan.
But celebrate New Year's.
During New Year's, we eat osechi.
Chant Buddhist sutras.
We go to shrine. That's all. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Hello, my name is Wafa Habchi and I am from Tunisia. It's a great pleasure to be with you today. These days it's cold here, but still the weather is fine and we can go and walk by the seaside. Like you see the picture here. Uh, in these last days of the month of December, after hard work and exam in schools, finally we are enjoying the holidays. In my country, many people celebrate Christmas by decorating the Christmas tree and by buying gifts for kids. So it makes them so happy. In the New Year Eve, some families buy cake and food to celebrate the new year, but most of the families prefer to make cake and the New Year dinner at home by their own. This makes all the members of the family participate in the preparation and help each other. So kids learn important values uh, like helping the parents and sharing with others. I remember when I was younger in my parents' home, we used to celebrate the New Year with my aunts and uncles. So we enjoyed sharing food, jokes, and stories. That was exciting and memorable. I hope this year we can get the chance together again. Finally, I wish Happy New Year for all. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Kankam. I'm from Ghana, and I would like to share with you how we celebrate Christmas here in Ghana. So in Ghana, we celebrate Christmas from the 20th to 31st. Then we cross over to the New Year on the 1st of January. It is full of fun activities during Christmas, and children and adults come together. Those who have traveled from their various homes mostly go to the external family so that the external family will have fun together. So Christmas is full of fun here in Ghana. Those along the beaches will go to the beach. Christians will go to churches on 24th, on 26th. We make merry. We have food and games, both adults and children. And then on 31st, we go and say goodbye to the year. And then on the 1st, we welcome the new year. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Kylie and I'm from Perth, Western Australia, and this is how I celebrate Christmas. So we spend a lot of our time in the pool because in the Southern Hemisphere Christmas is in the summertime, so it does get quite warm and we like to spend a lot of time in the water. So some people go down to the beach. For me, it's about going to my in-laws' house and hanging out at their pool, but we have a big Christmas party here as well. So we can just hang out in the pool all day. As far as what we eat, lots and lots of seafood with big Christmas lunch. In my family, because they are from England before, they would do a lot of the traditional Christmas dinner, you know, like the turkey and the ham and the roast vegetables and all that sort of stuff for dinner. But nowadays, my family doesn't do that. We spend a lot of time eating the seafood and nice cool stuff because it does, as I said, get very, very warm. So as far as New Year's Eve goes, me personally, I usually have a nice quiet one after a really busy Christmas period. But lots of people go out on New Year's Eve. Nothing really particular that we do here in Western Australia for New Year's Eve, but it's pretty much just a big recovery after Christmas. We do have, though, a big horse race that happens on usually New Year's Day, so some people have a quiet New Year's Eve and head off to that on New Year's Day. So that's just a little bit about Christmas in Perth, Western Australia. Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. Bye!
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda. I come from Scotland. I live in the southwest coast of Scotland, in a place called Prestwick, and here's a couple of pictures of our beach on a nice day and a not so nice day. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we celebrate Christmas, Boxing Day and Hogmanay in Scotland. So Christmas celebration starts with the ubiquitous advent calendar. So we have a little poster on the wall and the little doors open for the 1st of December. There's a wee picture, although nowadays you get a wee bit of chocolate in there. So it's the big countdown to Christmas. Christmas Eve, usually in my family, we are sitting together playing board games, reading books and having snacks. Christmas morning, it is Christmas stockings. Getting together, watching rubbish on the television, eating rubbish, staying in your jammies all day, usually for a walk down the beach a little bit later. Usually people watch the Queen's speech on the television, and there's usually some really rubbish films on the television. We have a traditional Christmas meal, which is amazing. So roast turkey with all the trimmings. So we get chipolatas and pigs in blankets and roast tatties and roast parsnips, and it is amazing. Gravy and stuffing and cranberry sauce and bread sauce. Absolutely brilliant. Mince pies and cream for after. You just eat all day, pretty much eat all day. Boxing Day usually means that we're out going visiting family and just catching up with people. And then Hogmanay is the big super duper sort of celebration in Scotland, and Hogmanay is New Year's Eve. So at Hogmanay, usually sitting at home with a wee dram or two with your family, and then you wait for the bells. When the bells ring for midnight, you open the back door to let the old year out and the front door of your house to let the new year in, or if you're in a flat, one window for the old year and another window for the new year. And then you head out first footing and you go and visit friends and family and people that are important to you, and it's good luck to be the first footer, so the first person across the door of somebody else's house, and you take a wee dram of whiskey or a drink, a wee lump of coal, which is for warmth for the new year, and it's a big massive celebration, and usually people are up very late or into the 1st, 2nd of January, and that's how we celebrate our holidays, usually in Scotland. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello there, this is Juan, and today I am going to talk to you about Christmas in Iquique, in the north of Chile, okay? As possibly maybe many of you know, Iquique is located in South America, in Chile, all right? And in the southern hemisphere, for Christmas in December, we are in the summer, so it's very hot. People are wearing very light clothes, and Christmas here is especially happy and noisy. Let me show you some pictures and some videos for you to get an idea about this. Let me try to reduce the volume a little bit. What you can see there is a truck. The city for Christmas is covered in color. There are many cars like this one. The streets are very happy, and these cars usually carry musicians, bands playing music, playing traditional Christmas music or folk music too, and they also carry Santa there, as you can see here. Is there, and these people usually throw candies at the children, and the children usually enjoy this very much, and they go to the street and collect these candies. Also, Santa Claus visits houses. He visits schools. There are all the streets in town are decorated with lights and Christmas motifs. That's very traditional too. Also, it is possible to see Christmas trees in different parts of the city, like this one, which is downtown. Okay, I made a picture the other day. Actually, it's a very big one, and it's very traditional. This is a picture from the 80s. The Christmas trucks is traditional in this town. In the north of Chile, it happens also in other towns, but especially in Iquique, this happens every Christmas. Okay, because of the pandemic, there was a pause in this tradition. But what happens usually is that workers organize themselves in different works at their job, and they decorate these cars, and they visit. You can hear a brass band, a very traditional one in the north of Chile. This music is very traditional in the north of Chile, and this is organized by the workers. Okay, they do everything to take presents to the houses. This is another video. You can see, maybe there you can see these characters throwing candies at the children. The children pick up the candy, they collect them in those bags, and they really enjoy these festivities. Very colorful, very noisy. We are very noisy in the north of Chile. And these groups of people visit houses of the workers. They take presents to their children. Usually families receive Santa and voluntary, this is completely voluntary, and they usually receive them with refreshments, with soft drinks, with cakes and candies. So as a way to thank them for visiting their house. This is very, very traditional here. And what you can see there in the picture, let me show my cell phone. I cannot see there. Okay, what you can see in this picture are my colleagues of the university. Okay, hello to them. This year and last year, because of the pandemic, this tradition was paused, so they're not visiting colleagues to taking presents, but they are decorating cars and spreading happiness around the city. What else? Sometimes children, sometimes they make cookies, they make Christmas cookies and they decorate them. Every house has a Christmas tree, that's very traditional. Also, many houses, especially the Christian houses, have a nacimiento, right? A nacimiento is a scene with little figures of Virgin Mary, Saint Joseph, and baby Jesus, which in memory of the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, most families in Chile are Christian, but I would say that many people celebrate Christmas regardless their religious beliefs. This is an example of a traditional drink that we have in Chile, which is called cola de mono. Okay, the translation of cola de mono is monkey's tail, but it doesn't have any monkey on it. All right, it basically consists of liquor and milk and coffee. Okay, it resembles Bailey a little bit, and we have those pan de Pascua, which translates as Christmas bread, which is a kind of cake it's sweet with pieces of fruit, raisins, and dry fruit. Okay, it's very delicious. What else can I share with you? That's myself at work with a colleague, with Armando, who dressed himself as a Santa Claus, and I believe this happens in some other places. Okay, we organized a get together there with colleagues, and finally, that's myself with Karen, my wife. We are shopping at Sofri. And as you can see, all the places around town are decorated in Christmas motifs. I hope you liked it, and have a nice day.
Hello, my friends. My name is Stormy Daniels, and I'm an educator in Texas in the United States. My students and I are going to share with you a couple of ways we celebrate Christmas and New Year's where we're at. So, let's invite our students in. So, as you can see here, I'm now joined by two of my students, my star students, Camille and Yvina, and they share just a little bit, a brief insight into how their families celebrate Christmas. Of course, in our country, Christmas is celebrated on December 25th. I know that's a little different than other places around the world. Another great thing about our country is that we have more holidays around this time than just Christmas. And it is our goal, we really hope, that everybody is free to celebrate whichever holiday they want to celebrate or not celebrate at all. So the same is true in the classroom. So in the students' book they created, they just shared their favorite celebration, and it didn't have to be Christmas, of course, because it's their freedom and their family's freedom to choose, right? So we think that's something very special and unique about our country. And it's the same other places, but maybe not everywhere. So let's see what else we like to do. So here's two more of my rock star students here to help us to share what they celebrate and how they celebrate. This student, Jeffrey, his family celebrates Hanukkah and Christmas every year because there's kind of a mix in his family of what they celebrate. And I thought that was pretty cool. This student also learned about the celebration of Kwanzaa this year and was really interested to learn about that holiday as well. This student, Nathan, his family goes to church and celebrates Christmas because their belief is that Jesus was born and they believe in that story. So it's really cool to see the uniqueness in the class, and more importantly, to see how this generation is now going to change the world in the way they respect each other's differences. So let's see anyone else and what their traditions are. So other students had different things that they do as a tradition in their family, but ultimately the theme was that presents are great and they love and they're excited about presents, but they really enjoy spending time with family and loved ones. And that was no matter what celebration it was, or what time of the year it was, or what holiday they chose to celebrate. So that was really cool to see. So I have just shared a few of my students' words with you, and I will also put the link to their book that was created in Book Creator into the links in this response, so you can share all in their stories. They'll love to see the analytics and how far their book can travel to share their traditions. And so we thank you for checking those out. The next thing we're going to talk about is New Year's Eve. So let's switch over to the Happy New Year, shall we? So on to New Year's. We celebrate New Year's the same around the world, I believe. On Friday, 31 December this year will be New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Day, which will be January 1st, 2022. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, 2022 is coming. So at midnight around the world, everyone celebrates the coming of the new year. And we say goodbye to the old, and we hope for a prosperous new year. And that brings us to our next tradition. Let's get rid of these fireworks. So with the coming of the new year comes great wishes and hopes and aspirations to be better people and all of that great stuff that lasts about a day. I'm sure it's the same everywhere. So we all make a list of resolutions. I've always had one, and I can just repeat it 100 times and it might not happen, but I'll keep striving to change the world, because it's definitely time for a change. I hope you agree, because 2022 is coming, my friends, and together we will continue to make this world a better place. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for listening to our stories. Check out our book in Book Creator, and stay safe in the new year, and happy holidays, however you wish to celebrate. Let's celebrate every day together. Be safe, my friends.
Hi, this is Monika Khan from Rzeszów in Poland, and I would like to share some information about how we, the Polish, celebrate Christmas. First of all, Christmas is huge here in Poland. It is, I guess, the most important religious and family celebration in a year. We start quite early, buying gifts, buying lots of food, and buying lots of ornaments. Most people have more than one Christmas tree in a house. This year I had 3, which is a record. I usually have 1. There are sometimes artificial fake Christmas trees, or sometimes you can buy like a fresh one straight from the forest. What else? There is a lot of food on the table, and everyone is full and cannot even move after the Christmas Eve, because we start celebrating on the 24th of December with a Christmas Eve dinner. The traditional number of dishes is 12. There are, of course, some families where they decide to have fewer dishes than 12, but most people try to have at least 12 dishes. What can you see on the Christmas Eve table? Well, the tradition is that there is no meat. You can have fish, and the most popular fish is carp. But these days there are people who prefer to buy trout or salmon. But the tradition goes by carb and eat carb. Apart from the fish, there is cabbage, potatoes, groats, dry fruit, cake, dry fruit compote. There are also dumplings. They can be stuffed with cottage cheese and potatoes, or cabbage and mushrooms. There might be a beetroot soup, or also a wild mushroom soup, and lots of singing. You sing carols after or during Christmas Eve dinner, and in the majority of houses, Santa Claus brings gifts after the Christmas Eve dinner. Sometimes it might happen on the first day of Christmas, which is the 24th. 24th is also a big day, and as one more thing, on the 24th at midnight, you go to church for a midnight mass. And the 25th is all about meeting your family, spending time with them, and even more food and even more singing. And the 26th is also celebrated here as part of Christmas, but it is usually more low-key. People spend time in their houses, or sometimes they visit other relatives. So that's more or less Christmas here in Poland. And New Year's Eve, I guess it is celebrated as in all other countries around the world. New Year Eve parties, champagne or other drinks, bubbles, and also there might be fireworks, even though now during the pandemic times there are not too many like big celebrations for people outside. Most people decide to spend time with their families, with their friends, relatives, inside their houses. So that's how things are here now in Poland. We are looking forward to this year's celebrations, and lots of food has already been bought, and there are already preparations in place, making and baking gingerbread cakes and other delicious sweets and treats. And well, we cannot wait. Merry Christmas, or as we say here in Poland, Wesołych Świąt.
Hello, my name is Kiki Xynta. I am an English teacher, English and French teacher. In Greece, I have my own language school, and we are looking forward to the Christmas holidays, which is in a couple of days. We have a lot of festivities here in Greece, and many traditions and customs. And I would like to show you a bit of some of our traditions and customs. This is our central square. This is the town hall, and we have it has been decorated. And this is also the central square, and they have this kind of metallic bells. It's metal. So these are our Christmas carols, the traditional Christmas carols. On Christmas Eve, there are also some bonfires, huge bonfires, and people gather around the bonfires, and they symbolize the fire lit by the shepherds on the night Jesus was born, and the heralding of the arrival of the Messiah. Epiphany is on the 6th of January. It is one of the most religious, it's a deeply religious day for us. It is the day when Jesus Christ was baptized. These are some treats that housewives traditionally bake. These are called curapiedes, and they are a kind of shortbread with almonds and butter, flour, sugar, melomacarona. They are made of flour or semolina, sugar, and fresh juice and honey. Of course, our Christmas sponge cake, our New Year's Eve sponge cake. We hide a coin inside the sponge cake, and whoever finds the coin is lucky for the rest of the year. This is baklava. It has its origins in Turkish cuisine. Of course, we exchange Christmas gifts. We exchange the Christmas gifts on the 31st of December, and that's all.
Hello everyone, my name is Thành. I'm an English teacher in a school in Central Highlands, Vietnam. Today, I would like to tell you about Tết holiday in my country. And Tết or Lunar New Year is one of the most important celebrations for Vietnamese people. Tết marks the beginning of spring, and for people who live on farming, Tết is the start of a new year. Tết preparations used to be spread over months, but nowadays the preparation for Tết is much shorter. People often prepare for this holiday 1 or 2 weeks beforehand. Streets before Tết, streets are decorated with color lights and red banners. Shops are full of goods, and people are busy buying gifts, cleaning and decorating their houses, and cooking traditional foods. Homes are often decorated with plants and trees. And peach blossom, as you can see on the background, the pink flowers here are traditional at Tết in the north of Vietnam, and apricot blossoms, the yellow flowers, are traditional in the south of Vietnam, and the kumquat trees are popular throughout the country. Also, there are many other different kinds of flower that are usually bought by Vietnamese people to decorate their houses for Tết holiday. And one of Tết most special foods is bánh chưng, which is made from sticky rice. You can see here sticky rice, green beans, and fatty pork. Meat is also popular, and meat is candy fruit, such as sugar apples, plums, or tomatoes. And on the day of Tết, people try to be kind and polite to each other because they think that what they do on the first day of Tết will influence the whole year. So they always try to do nice things on the first day of Tết. And people on the first day of Tết, people usually visit their parents, their grandparents, and their relatives. And on the next days of Tết, people visit their teachers and their friends. Children are excited about Tết because they can wear new clothes, and especially you see here the girl looks very happy with her lucky money wrapped in red envelopes. You can see, and people also go to pagodas or temples on the first 3 days of that holiday to pray for uh, for a lucky year, a lucky and successful year for themselves and for their family. And people in big city before the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, people often people in big cities often go to the countryside or uh, visit places of interest in Vietnam, and also have trips to other countries to enjoy that holiday because they think that this is the time uh, they can enjoy themselves after a year working hard. And that's all I would like to tell you about that holiday in my country. And I hope you know something about a very special holiday of my country. And I wish you a happy new year and looking forward to hearing your stories about that holiday, about New Year in your country, and about other celebrations in your country.
Hello, my name is Samantha. I'm from Brazil, and I'm going to share with you now some information about Christmas and New Year in my country. All right, this is the state where I live. I live in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and this is the Christmas tree that we have every year in our city. Is arroz agrega, that is rice, like Greek rice, we call it here. So as you can see, we have rice with raisins and corn and carrot. Some people like bacon and olive. But in general, we have rice and corn and raisins. So some people use different things. We call this tender, that is ham. I love ham with pineapple, a pineapple sauce. Some people use orange too. And we call this cheste, that is a big chicken that is especially for Christmas time. And people do it in different ways, but in general with potatoes and carrots and some vegetables. We also have farofa. I mean, Brazilian people like farofa. And we can have farofa with egg. Some people like it with raisins too, with bacon, with a sausage. So it depends on the person, the preferences, but I love farofa with banana and eggs. Something very traditional in our country as a dessert for Christmas dinner is rabanada. And rabanada is made of bread. You pass the bread on milk and egg, and then you fry it. And after frying it, you can powder, sugar. Some people like sugar and cinnamon, that is more common. But if you prefer only sugar, no problem, just use the sugar. It's delicious. Kids in general love, and you can try that too. Fruit salad, as Christmas here is in summer, so it's very hot. We have different fruits. It's very common to see fruit salad for Christmas. We have in general in fruit salad orange and apple, strawberry, because we sometimes have at this time of the year, papaya and banana, grapes. Kiwi is not very common, but possible. And I love fruit salad with creamy table cream. And sometimes people also use the sugar. I prefer no sugar, but it's a possibility. Some people like to eat fruit salad with condensed milk. It's also a possibility. We also have on our table for dinner, yes, the nuts and raisins and this thing that is from Portugal, in fact, but we also have it here. Oh, I forgot to say something. Christmas here, we celebrate the night of December 24th. So in general, families get together December 24th until midnight. And midnight, you can eat. Now, of course, some families eat before, but the idea is to get together with the family and only eat at midnight. Also, after midnight, after eating, they have, oh my God, Secret Santa. Secret Santa, yes, a game that people put the names of the family members on a paper. Yeah, different pieces of paper with a name. So you get one paper like 1 month before, and then you say what you want. Most of the times they have a price. Oh, the most is 50 reais, 100 reais, or depending on the family. So you get and say, oh, I want this. And then you can give options for the person. And at the moment of the game, you describe the person. Oh, this person I like very much because, or this person has green eyes and blue hair. So you describe the person, and the other people have to guess who is your Secret Santa. All these people there are watching like the parade. Although it's very funny because you see the Santa Claus with this red clothes and very hot clothes, but it's very hot in December in Brazil. So this is the entrance of the city. Now I'm going to talk about New Year in Rio, but in lots of different cities in Brazil, it's the same way. So as in Rio, we are near the beach. We have the fireworks at the beach. Lots of people go to the beach to see the fireworks and celebrate. If you don't go to the beach, the dinner is going to be the same of Christmas, I mean, the same food you eat. But if you go to the beach, you are going to see different things. In Brazil, we have different religions, and in one of these religions, it's very common that on New Year's Eve, at midnight, in fact, people offer flowers, perfume, in general, inside of a boat to a goddess of their religion called Iemanjá. So lots of people, sometimes not even of this religion, offer flowers to Iemanjá, asking for good things in the next year. Another possibility also is to eat 7 grapes and keep the seeds in a paper inside your wallet to give you good luck. We also have color traditions for New Year. If you are wearing yellow, it's because you want money for the next year. If you wear white, it's because you want peace. If you wear red, it's because you want love and passion in the next year. So different colors, different expectations for the previous year. Okay, hope you have enjoyed my presentation and see you. Happy holidays.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna. I'm a language teacher based in Russia. Originally, I'm from the northern part of our big country, a small town in the north, Labutnangi, and we've got 9 months of winter here, so it's pretty dark throughout this period. But I'm so excited to share the way how we celebrate Christmas and New Year here. As you may see, lots of decorations outside and lots of beautiful monuments and sculptures made of ice, and everything is so bright and really beautiful. It looks like Christmas and it feels like New Year. Actually, the biggest celebration we have is on the 31st of December to the 1st of January, since we celebrate New Year. And so we do not celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December. We celebrate Orthodox Christmas on the 6th of January. Yep. So there are so many beautiful decorations outside, and no matter the fact that it's so dark in there and the temperature can be like 38 degrees below zero or even 40, people go outside, they make snowmen, they enjoy the beauty of these decorations, lights, and yeah, it's a family celebration. Absolutely. We created this beautiful unicorn last year and covered with a special spray, and you know, people try to make and bring this feeling of Christmas and New Year outside or inside. This is our Christmas tree, which is on the main square, and this is one of the Christmas trees we made outside last year. And these decorations we saw last year, and every year there's something new, amazing and unique. Let me share with a few traditional Russian salads that we really love, and every table has it on New Year celebration. This is salad Olivier, which is super popular, I think. And the next one is my favorite. This is herring under the fur. Yep, it looks what it is, and it's really yummy. You just need to try it. Of course, people cook whatever they want to, like different meat. I love fish, I like rice and cabbage, and everything that you enjoy you can make on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day. As I've mentioned before, we celebrate, like the bigger celebration is a New Year for us, and it is on the 31st of December to the 1st of January. So on this positive note, I would like to say that and to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Russia with love. Bye everyone.